'Twas days before Christmas in Nikky Chance's house. Questions need answers. Will they get them? No doubt. Hey guys, it's Nikky Chance here for my 13th episode of my Q&As, and it's a Christmas-themed episode, hence the little poem at the beginning. So I'm going to start off with a few questions by Luke Larkin. He asked, what is your favorite video games console? I'm going to say the PS3. A lot of my favorite titles are on there, like the Disgaea series and the Tales series, like Tales of Xillia, for example. He also asked, if you weren't at CHW, where would you be? In Las Vegas, working at the business that I work at. I can't really mention too much about it, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really be wrestling. CHW gave me the opportunity, and that's where I'm at. And he said, are you glad to be the only member of CHW with a hashtag fan base? Well, as you can see, I made my hashtag Team Nikky t-shirt, and yeah, I'd have to say I'm pretty happy about it. Nathan Dixon asks, what is your favorite Christmas movie? Well, there's so many that I like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, old classic. But I'm going to have to probably say my favorite is Christmas with the Cranks. Really funny, Tim Allen is great in it. I like the Tim Allen-based Christmas movies like Santa Claus and whatnot. Jacob Filipiak, sorry if I pronounced it wrong, he said, if you had won the 10-man Genie and Lamp match, what would your wishes have been? So I preluded in a past video where I was saying that I'd want money, fame, recognition kind of thing, and championship gold. Obviously, I would have put myself in matches, probably a lot like Innovator. I probably would have taken an opportune chance to cash in, and you'd probably be looking at a CHW Backyard, Interstate, and Tag Team Champion right now. But I didn't win that match. Ray Carson asked a series of questions. So he asked, who is your wrestler of the year in WWE, TNA, and ROH? Well, I stopped watching TNA after their Bound for Glory pay-per-view, and well, ROH, I mentioned in another thing I wasn't very impressed with them. So as for WWE, my wrestler of the year would probably be Daniel Bryan. He won the WWE Championship twice, and I mean, he obviously goes over really great with the fans. He's fun and exciting to watch. So that would be my choice. You also asked my favorite holiday gift that I got. My favorite holiday gifts were always money. Cash money. It's the best way because you can always go out and get whatever you want. So I can choose whatever I wanted. Do you think WWE needs to focus on wrestling more? Well, WWE is a very heavy entertainment business. Sure, like there's some of the wrestlers that can use the ability. So as far as, I think they should focus on training their wrestlers more to do more moves, but not necessarily on the wrestling. I think they do have some really high profile matches, and otherwise the entertainment value is there. So no, I don't really think they need to focus on wrestling more. They need to focus on training their wrestlers more. He also asked, do you study on rivals before having a match with them? Yes, I do. I actually go back and watch pretty much any match that I can find with them in it, and I scroll through, see the moves. I'll stop, play back to see how things are done. I study extensively. I even try to perform the moves myself in practice. So yeah, I study a lot. He also asked, will TNA make it in a few years? I think you're more along the lines as, will TNA stay afloat in the next few years? If Bound for Glory is any way of looking at it, I don't think they will. WWE is too big competition for them, and they tried that whole Monday Night Wars thing a lot like WCW, and they failed too, so. And he said, what do you think of Magnus as the new champion in TNA Wrestling? I guess thanks for the spoiler. I didn't really know. Like I said, I haven't been watching it, and to be perfectly honest, I could care less. And you also asked, is PG hurting WWE? Most definitely. I mean, with the way television is nowadays, where it's so desensitized with sex and violence, I think that WWE could definitely have a more violent, swearing, blood kind of thing. There was one pay-per-view I remember where a lot of people bled in their matches, and they kept stopping the matches to take care of it. They haven't done that since, but I think if they just let it happen, everything would be fine. It's not like it happens every match anyway. Damian Rockford asked, is CHW scripted? Now my answer to this is CHW gives us a lot of creative control over characters and storylines, and we do go back and we talk to a lot of the people in charge and sort of pass our ideas along. So, I mean, we have a lot of control over what happens to us as far as character-wise. I hope that answers your question. Ahmed Akali, sorry if I mispronounced your name, asks, who is your favorite WWE superstar other than Bret Hart and Owen Hart? I'm not sure if you want me to say a current favorite. I don't know who my favorite would be other than Owen and Bret. I mean, that's pretty high standards to live up to. Maybe Mr. Perfect. He was a lot of fun to watch. I can't really say there's another wrestler that I really like all that much. He also asked, what do you like more, CHW or WWE? It seems like a cheap pop answer, but I like CHW more. But this is for obvious reasons that CHW is not dumbed down, washed out entertainment. And even though I haven't wrestled in a ring and I would like to eventually in the future, I think CHW has a lot of the things that wrestling fans are looking for. Not just characters and entertainment, but actual wrestling and violence. And he also asked, why don't you go to WWE? If you want the easy answer for that, they haven't asked me. It's my first year in wrestling, and I really don't expect to get noticed by WWE in CHW, so that would be the reason. Kyle Cowan asked, how did you get into backyard wrestling? I touched on this before, where I had sent my video into CHW. I knew one of the referees previously, and that's how I ended up looking into CHW and sending in my video. That's how I got into it. He also asked, have you worked in backyard before, and what was your best run in the backyard? This is my first experience wrestling, so CHW's it. My best run so far is, my most recent win against Raw Banks, and obviously my streak of very high viewed matches. He also said, what do you think of CHPW in Canada, and what would be your dream match in the backyard? As for CHPW, I haven't had the chance to check you guys out yet. It's been a busy, hectic holiday season. Give me a chance, and I'm going to go look through your matches, and I will let you know as soon as I can. And as far as what would be my dream match in CHW, or in the backyard, sorry, I said it would be a 3 Stages of Hell match, starting off with something like First Blood, table stipulation, maybe something ladder, maybe submission, somewhere in between there, but a 3 Stages of Hell would be my favorite, or the thing I would want to do. Luke Larkin asked, who would be your tag team partner in WWE? Well, I'm pretty tall, but I'm nowhere near as tall as some of the other guys, so I'd probably want to go for someone big. I'd probably want to go for someone like, like the Big Shows or Brodus Clays. Just someone who could really be dominating, and I could kind of, be the snarky kind of character that I am, and take control afterwards. Tio Carlson asked, what do you think of Vickie Guerrero as general manager? I love her. She is so much fun to watch. She's hilarious. Her screaming fits are great. The matches she makes are great, and she's just really fun. She plays the bad guy so good. Christian Stonder asked, what's the worst injury you've had in wrestling and out of wrestling? I've also talked about this in past matches, past videos, but I've had more matches since then. In wrestling, it was when Agent Exile put on the, I can't even really describe it, but it was a hold where I was sort of elevated in the air and he was holding me up. Daniel Bryan's done it before, I'll have to look up the name of it. But when I came down off of that, I hit my elbow on the ground and lost feeling in my arm for a few seconds. And that was the worst injury in wrestling. And then as far as out of wrestling, when I was in high school, I fell down flights of stairs and actually twisted my ankle, and I couldn't walk on it for like a week. So that's pretty much my worst injury out of wrestling. Gianna Racius asked, what is your favorite pro wrestling finishing moves? I really like the Crossroads by Cody Rhodes. I was always a fan of the Shooting Star Splash. I think it was done by Evan Bourne. Personally, I like moonsaults too. Some of the Divas have done moonsaults in the past, and that's always been one of my favorite finishing moves. So I have a couple of combination questions here. Luke Larkin and Ray Carson both asked, what did you think of the results of the 2 out of 3 tables match? Obviously, Swade Savard lost to Eric D. He retained his title. Agent Exile cashed in his mystery box contract to beat Eric D. And then Innovator cashed in one of his lamp wishes to win the CHW Backyard Championship. As for Swade Savard losing, I kind of knew it was going to happen. Eric has been strong and dominating before, and the last time they were in a table match, Eric should have won. And, you know, Agent Exile winning the championship, I was really excited about. He's a really good friend of mine, and I'm happy that he had won it, even if it was for a short time. And Innovator winning it, well, you know, he won the power. So what are you going to do about it? Ace and Nathan Dixon asked, what did you want, or what do you want for Christmas, or what are you hoping to get for Christmas? Money, cash money, always money. Money is the greatest thing. I can do whatever I want with it, and I always love getting money, but also just spending time with my family. I love my family. Nathan Dixon and also Luke Larkin also asked, if you got offered the chance to work for a larger wrestling company, would you? In a heartbeat. If I can make money doing what I love, then I would be happy for it. CHW has been really nice to me, and I plan on staying with them for a while. But if I got offered some big old contract and got the chance to be on television, you know, that's what I would do. It just makes sense. So guys, those are my questions for today. I'd like to wish you all a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, to whatever part of the world you're in. Add me on Facebook, subscribe to me on YouTube, subscribe to CHW, and go to their Facebook page and like them. And finally, I just have to finish it up with one little thing towards Executor. So it's another little poem, just bear with me, guys. So watch out for me on January 11th for my one-on-one match. I promise wrestling, weapons, style, and flash. But Executor, there's something that you should know about, that after I'm done, your luck will run out.